Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about the account determination process in SAP MM, and we are going to post the goods receipts and will configure the necessary steps needed to go ahead with the goods receipts. So the first step is I'm entering into the material management. So these are the preliminary configurations that is necessary to uh, for account determination. No, I'm not. Should not be purchasing. I have to enter with valuation and account assignment. I will enter into the inventory. Okay, valuation and account assignment. Here, click on account determination. Go with account determination without wizard. And the first step is define valuation control. Need to execute it. Okay, it says the valuation grouping code is active. It is defaultly selected here. You also confirm it. So the valuation grouping code resembles uh, this valuation grouping code is a group of valuation area. So if we have a number of valuation area, there is a number of plans. So those plans will be grouped together to have a common code. So that is the valuation grouping code. It should be defaultly selected in this thing. Just confirm it. The next step is group together valuation areas. So if we have a number of plans, we need to have a common valuation area, that is group. So I'm executing it. I will assign a common group to my valuation area. I have only one plant. Let me check it. My valuation area, that is plant, is BRP. So I'm using this valuation grouping code. It is defaultly picked, but I will have this thing. 0001 is my valuation grouping code. The next step is define valuation classes. So this valuation classes, we have already given the valuation classes in our material master. Let me show it. I am entering a new tab. Just enter the T code MM60. This is a list of materials. I will show the materials I have created in this plant. Let me enter my plant. Let me show the list of materials. I have created only one material. That too I have recorded in a video. It will be in my playlist. Kindly verify it. So this is the material we have created. So this material has the valuation class BERR. So we have configured it in this. We have configured in that when we create this material. So the video will be available in the playlist. Kindly view it. So this is the valuation class. Okay, we have already created the valuation classes when we have created the material master. Okay, let me show it. Here it is. So this is a valuation class, and this is the account reference category. Okay, we have made all these things in our material master data. So the next step is I can enter into the configure automatic postings. Just executing it. Click on cancel. Click on account assignment. Okay. So the transaction keys I have to configure here is BSX, that is inventory posting, and WRX, that is a GRIR account. Let me show it. Here it is, GRIR clearing account. So these two accounting keys need to be configured with the accounts. So before going to into this, let me create new accounts. Entering to new tab, have that T code FS00. I'm going to create new accounts. The ledger. I'll change the company code. This is not my company code. So I have created some accounts here. So I need to enter some new accounts. Example, I need to create the inventory account. My company code. Let me name this as inventory account. So let me select the line item display. Let the sort key be okay. Let it be posting date. No problem. The field status group. Let it be the inventory adjustment accounts. And click on post automatically only. I will not use this account in any entries of the transaction. Goods receipt must defaultly pick this account. So I just click on post automatically only and save this account. Similarly, I will create a GRIR account in my liability. So click on create 2004. So this is the intermediate account. I will name it as GRIR account. It is also a balance sheet account. Let it be the liability. So this account will act as an intermediate account. So the open item and line item should be ticked. Okay, let it be field status variant. The field status group must be let it this goods invoice received clearing account. This also post automatically only. So this account also should be picked automatically. I should not give this in transactions, any of the transactions. It should be defaultly picked both in the goods invoice, goods receipt and invoice receipt. So I have created the accounts. Uh, let me link with the transaction key. Okay, let me enter into the PSX. Double click on it. Okay, I enter the chart of accounts. Click on tick. Just save this entry, or else tick on valuation modifier and valuation class. Then click on save. Okay, the valuation modifier, which is nothing but the valuation grouping code we have just now configured. That is 0001. The valuation class we can have from here. BERR is my valuation class. Let me enter it. So the account is just now we have created the account, that is inventory account 10006. Okay, then click on save. Similarly, I'm getting back. Enter into the WRX, that is GRIR clearing account. So here also click on modification, valuation modification, valuation class, and also debit credit. Click on save. So the valuation modification. So we can give the valuation modification, that is 0001. So here the general modification. So in this we don't we don't want this general modification. We will discuss in our next videos. But in this scenario, we don't have any general modification. So I want to change the rules. So click on rules. Okay, let me delete it. Click on rules. I just untick the general modification and then click on save. Okay, I'm changing the rules. Okay, the valuation modification is 001. It is also called the valuation grouping code, and the valuation class is BRR. So in the debit and credit, I need to enter this GL account, that is liability 20004. This is my GRIR account. Just click on save. So I have made the account determination. This is called the automatic account determination. Just getting back. So I have completed this. My next step is, so the next step is I'm entering to the inventory management and physical inventory. So I need to enter the plant parameters. I have to maintain my plant here so that I will use the inventory management. So just click on let's check my plant available here. Okay, there is no plant, so click on a new entry. Click just enter my plant. So I can use these configurations. So up to now I don't want any of these things. This create a storage location automatically. So there are many features available here. So just I enter my plant. This is my first step. The second is the number assignment. We are going to create the material document. So I have to define the number range for accounting documents, especially the financial accounting documents. So when we post the goods receipt, there is two documents will be posted. The one is material document. Let me show it. So the one is accounting document also will be posted. So there should be a number range assigned to each of the document types. So WE is the document type for goods receipt. Let me check. Here it is. Just select and execute it. So there is a number range assigned to it. Okay. Goods receipt document type. Okay. This define number range for material and physical inventory documents. Okay. Let me have these things when we post the goods receipt. Then go to the goods receipts. So this is important. Set tolerance limit. I have to make these tolerance limits. Okay, these are the three tolerance limits. Okay, I'll just select these things, copy it. Let me change the company code. But the currency will be the amount in currency, local currency might be changed. Let me check it. I'm changing the company code. Okay. I have set the tolerance limits. Okay. I think I have made all these things. Okay. Let me show for what purchase order we have to post the goods receipt. Let me go into the T code. Me2M. So this displays the purchase orders relevant to materials. So this is the only material we have created. So let me check what are the purchase orders we have posted. So these are the purchase orders we have created. So this purchase order is the first purchase order we have made. We have made a video on it, and these two purchase orders have been posted when we have configured the release procedures. So this with respect to purchase organization, we have released the purchase order with the purchase organization, and this purchase order is made especially for it is also for release procedure, but we have made with the document value. Based on the document value, we have released this purchase order, but this is the last purchase order we have created for pricing procedure. We have not released yet, but this purchase order has been released. So let me do booth receipt for this purchase order. So it shows still it need to be delivered and it need to be invoiced. All these four documents need to be delivered and invoiced. So let me do it. Entering the next tab. The T code for goods receipt is MIGO. So let me enter the purchase order number 17272. 17272 does not exist. What is the number? 47, so 45000, right? Made a mistake. 45, okay, 000 17272. I'm entering my purchase order number here. So the goods receipt movement type is 101. This is goods receipt with respect to purchase order. Okay, just click on enter. So this is my plant. It says the goods receipt A01 is a goods receipt and R01 is a purchase order. So the material is displayed. Material 1 with the 20 quantity. So what I need to do now is need to enter the storage location. This is also BERP. Tick on item OK. Click on check. So I'm going to receive the whole of the 20 materials. So it shows error. Posting is possible in period 2021 4 and 3. So let me check. Just entering to the new tab. Let me check what in which period we are here. Let me go with the T-code MMPV. No, before that I will enter the T-code MMRV. Click on enter. So the current period is 4. So I have to close this period. Since it is the May month, I have to go with the T-code MMPV. Just enter my company code. So the current period is 5. Fiscal year is 2021. Just execute it. Okay, it is converted. So let me check it. MMRV. So the current period is 5. So I have made it. But let me try it once again. MIGO. Okay, the same purchase order. Click on item OK. Storage location. Check. So it ended with this error. Let me check it. Check table 169P. So let me clear this error. So let me go into the new tab. Okay, let me go with the T code OMRG. So okay, let me have a new entry, or else I will copy this and change my company code. Click on enter and save. Okay. Now in my goods receipt, I'm clicking on check. Okay, it shows the document is okay. Then I can click on post. So it has again error called okay, it is a number range error. So it shows the interval 51 does not exist in FB. Okay, it is a T code. So we have already seen that this number range. Just rewind this video. I have seen this number range in the document type WE. We have this number range. So we have to enter. We have to enter number range here. So that I will go to the T code FBN1, the company code, click on interval. Okay, let me maintain 51 in this fiscal year. So the number range available is okay 501 to 600. So the current number is 501. Click on save. So friends, only if you follow my previous videos, you can clear these errors. Okay, let me check. Okay, post. Again, the GL account is not consistent. Oh no! So this error is mainly because we have created the GL account, no, but we have missed a main thing. Just enter into the GL account. FS00. See, all these things will affect our thing. Click on liability. So we have created these two accounts, the assets, these two accounts, but we have not maintained the default account assignment. So sorry, the default profit center assigned it. To do that, I just enter into the navigation. Okay, let me enter into the financial accounting new. Here you can see the financial accounting global settings. No, I should not enter into it. Here, global general ledger accounting new. I have to enter the default profit center to my accounts. Since it is a balance sheet accounts, it is mandatory. Here, I have not included it, and also the document splitting. But we have already configured all the accounts with document splitting. So I'm including the accounts. Just now we have created what are the accounts. This asset 10006 and liability 2004. Here it is. Okay. Then click on save. Okay. I think we have configured. Let me post the goods receipt once again. Click on check. Okay, post. Okay, the again. Okay, let me solve it. I just enter into the account. Okay, in the control data, please click on only balances in local currency. Since there is a GRIR account, it is mandatory to tick here. Let me check once again. It is already maintained as a open item account. Okay, that is. Okay, let me check the goods receipt once again. So it is compiling. So again, it is asking for a balancing field. The business area. Let me enter into the account. So friends, this error is mainly due to our plant is not assigned to business area. So we need to configure it. Let me enter into the navigation. So enter into the enterprise structure. into the assignment, financial, oh no, into the logistics general. Okay, here assign business area to plant. Okay, plant division. So we have, I have already configured the plant. Let me check my plant. Okay, there is no entry. Let me create it. BRP. So I have already created the division also. We are configuring the sales also, ST also. Let me configure this thing also. That is okay. Accessories. I have three divisions: one, two, BA, BR, and BS. Okay. BA, BR, and BS. So for my plant and for different divisions, I'm maintaining the business area. Okay, click on save. Similarly, the next step, validation area division. Similarly, we have divisions also. So let me do when I go with the sales distribution. I'm leaving this thing. So plant validation area division. This is also relevant to sales distribution. So okay, let me go with the goods receipt. Okay, once again I need to do it. It is compiling. So you can see that the material document was posted. We have posted the goods receipt successfully. So let me display it. Just to click on goods receipts. Okay, where it is. Okay, let me exit. Let me check whether the stock is updated. The T code is MMBE. Click on enter. So execute it. The data will be automatically populated. So we have seen that the stock in unrestricted use. So we have posted the goods receipt. Let me show the document. FB03 is the T code to display the last created the document. Oh, no, it is not. Let me show the list of goods received posted. So let me go with the Migo itself. So here I just change it with the A04 that is display. So it automatically populates R02 is a material document. So just click on enter. So then click on document info. Click on FI documents. So we can find that the two documents will be created in the background. Let me one is okay this. So it shows the inventory account is debited and GRIR account is credited. So I have entered this here. You can have a notes with this. So the moment type we have used is 101, that is a goods receipt with respect to purchase order. So we have created the inventory account and also the GRIR account. So this is the intermediate account. So the same GRIR account I will use it in uh, invoice receipt also. So in that I will discuss about the usage of GRIR account. So I have used the transaction keys BSX and WRX. So BSX is the inventory account and WRX is the GRIR account. So I have assigned this transaction codes with these accounts, these transaction keys with these accounts in the account determination process. So after that I have posted the goods receipt. So this is the posting key, this is the debit entry, and this is the credit entry. So click on general ledger view. This is the accounting document that is posted with the document number 502. So there will be another document also, that is a controlling document. Let me configure it. So thank you guys for watching this video. We will continue with the invoice receipt in my next video. Thank you.